guys, thanks for coming to my channel Life is Love, and welcome to Mommy Mondays for the first time. So today this video is called how I weaned my 2-year-old from breastfeeding. So I'm going to jump right in, and if you're interested in this video, stay tuned. Okay guys, so I'm just going to give you a little bit of a background on Kendon and his breastfeeding, so we can lead up to the whole weaning process. So Kendon, now he's 3 years old. I weaned him when he was 2, so I never got to make the weaning video, but I know that this video is going to be very helpful for a lot of breastfeeding moms, so I decided to make the video. So here we go. Okay, so Kendon, he was a great breastfeeding baby. He was very attached to breastfeeding. He never took a bottle. He did not like any type of frozen milk. He would not even drink any frozen milk at all. And he didn't even take a pacifier, so he was just on me drinking milk constantly. So he was very attached to me and his milk. So I already knew when it came time to weaning that it was going to be a little bit of a it's gonna be a little hard, but yeah, but I knew we had to do it eventually. So so starting off, I fed Kendon until he was 2 years old, and now I have a 1-year-old. So I ended up tandem nursing, which in previous videos way back when I was pregnant, I said that I did not want to tandem nurse, but I did tandem nurse, which I am going to be making a video about that next. So I did tandem nurse, and he turned 2. I decided to go ahead and wean him. Okay, so I did start the weaning process somewhat whenever I was pregnant, you know, just cutting down his feedings because he was feeding a lot still. I was still basically letting him eat when he wanted to and everything like that. So when I did become pregnant, I did kind of try to get him more on a schedule to not let him drink as much, because I knew with the new baby coming and everything like that, it was gonna be, you know, the baby needed the milk too. So I went on and started weaning somewhat, just kind of getting him on the schedule. So first I started with night weaning, and for me, night weaning, I thought night weaning was going to be the hardest, but actually night weaning was actually pretty easy. So what I did with night weaning was, at nighttime I kept the bottle near. So whenever he would roll over and try to drink milk from me, I would just give him a cup. And that's how I got him weaned. It was pretty easy. I thought it was going to be hard. But yes, so every time he wanted milk from me, I just gave him his cup at night. And eventually, he didn't drink milk from me at all at night. Okay, so now we go on to day weaning. So basically, he didn't want to give up nursing at all. I think it was a little hard for him because he did see his brother still drinking milk from me. So it was kind of hard on him, I believe, a little bit, to see his brother still drinking milk and wondering why Mama was trying to get him off. So I think, I'm not sure, because, you know, like I said, this is my only time doing that. So I'm not sure if it would have been if it would have been easier to wean him without him seeing somebody else breastfeeding all the time. I'm pretty sure it would have. Yeah, so that part was a little hard on him, but yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get to the whole weaning part. Okay, so first how I started, and I do have notes, so if I am looking down, that is what I'm looking at. But so first I started by cutting his feedings. So I started to shorten his times when feeding. Like if he was, let's just say he was drinking on me, let's just say just a random number, let's say 10 minutes, instead of letting him drink the whole 10 minutes, I might start letting him drink like 5 minutes. So I started cutting everything in half. So that's one thing I did. Okay, so then I started cutting more of his feedings throughout the day. So instead of, like, if he wanted milk in the morning, I might let him drink milk from me in the morning time, and then maybe his second feeding, I will let him drink whole milk, and then maybe I'll let him breastfeed again, and then the next time whole milk. So I will start replacing his nursing sessions with a cup with whole milk. At first At first he really didn't like the milk that much, but I started off with a little bit and gradually gave him more and more and more, and he started to be okay with the milk. So once I got him used to milk, that's when I was able to really start cutting those feedings and replacing it with whole milk. So that's another way that I started to kind of cut him down with his milk. So another thing that I did was I started to replace when he wanted to nurse on me, because I do know that, like I said, he didn't take a bottle, he didn't take a pacifier, so a lot of the times he was like using me as comfort. And so a lot of the times he might just kind of want to cuddle or just be on me, but of course he wanted to drink milk. So I kind of started trying to add new things in for those times. So when I noticed that he kind of wanted to nurse or be on me, I will replace the milk time with him wanting milk with activities. So like playing with Play-Doh. If I saw him get on me or whatever, okay, come on, let's go play with some Play-Doh, or oh, come on, let's go blow bubbles, or come on, let's go play a game, let's go watch some nursery rhymes. Something to put in the place of drinking kind of got his mind off of drinking on me all the time. So not saying that it was easy. Sometimes he will still want to, but just getting his mind off of it and replacing it with different activities, something fun. Let's go to the park. Oh, let's go outside. Let's go do something. Kind of got his mind off of it. And actually, if you keep doing that, they will eventually not ask for it as much. So that was another way that I was able to wean him. So another thing was basically sticking to your guns. Like it can be really hard weaning your baby. You know, it's something that they've been doing since they was, you know, newborns, and they're really attached to it. But whenever you're really ready to wean them, you kind of really got to stick to your guns and stick to what you want to do. It's kind of hard because when they're begging and asking, you feel so bad, and you just had this bond of breastfeeding for so long. It's just, you feel bad and it's kind of hard. But if it's something that you really want to do, you kind of just got to stick to your guns. So I just try to give him a lot of love during that time. I did have another baby at the time too, and he was trying to get adjusted to the baby. That's why I didn't really wean him straight when I had the baby. Because I knew that was going to be a change already in itself. So that's why I decided to wait a bit. And yeah, I waited a bit, but I really did stick to my guns with shortening those feedings and doing other activities, and just really staying on it to get him to stop really wanting it so much. And over time it eventually worked, but it did take a little time. But I do believe when I really went in hard and really tried, I had him weaned within a month. I say about a month and a half to just say fully weaned, but a month I had him weaned. And so now it's so funny because he actually still sometimes try to ask for milk from me. And like I said, I think it's just still because he has a brother that's breastfeeding and he sees it, so he's like, oh, I remember that, I want some too. But yeah, now he'll try sometimes. And I'd be like, you know, you don't drink any milk from mama no more. You don't drink mama's milk no more. He'll laugh or whatever. But they say that eventually they forget how to latch and everything. And it's true, because I've even tested him before and he wanted it so bad. So, okay, go ahead. And he didn't know how to latch anymore, and he didn't like the taste of the milk anymore. So he was totally over it. So, but this was later on. I didn't let him do that when he was weaning, because that's just teasing. But like, this is like as of now, like him asking for it. And he still does do the shirt thing of digging down your shirt and everything like that. He still does that till today, and it's been a year since he's been weaned now. He still does that. So I don't know if any other mamas go through that. Let me know if you weaned your child or weaned a child. Do they still dig down your shirt? Because that's something that he still does. Like, I cannot get him to stop doing that. But he does not drink milk from me anymore. But he does still put his hand down my shirt. I'm like, oh my goodness, like he's never gonna stop this. So yes, but yeah, those are the tips that I have, that I did, things that I did to help my 2-year-old wean. And I really hope that these tips help you guys on weaning your child off of nursing and everything. So yes guys, that's pretty much the video. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe so you will never miss my videos. I put videos up twice a week now, on Mondays for Mommy Mondays and on Thursdays for Truth Thursdays. So stay tuned for new videos and everything. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.